Network to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Ebro, Laura, and Rosenberg back again. And today, Breaking Star. One of the biggest songs of the summer in the tri-state area. Ladies and gentlemen, the BX Zone, Capella Grey. What's up, man?
Wagwan, thank you for having me. We here.
So, speaking of Wagwan, your nationality, you're back. Other than being from the Bronx, you Jamaican too?
Yeah, my parents. You know what I'm saying? So I got the cheat code.
So you first generation?
Yes, sir.
Oh, amazing, amazing.
Wait,
are you parents then?
And are you really Curtis Jackson as well?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
He's like, I get it all the time.
Because how we coming in and kind of willing to give into it is kind of the parallels is funny, but yeah, it's not no real connection there. But that's where my real name don't work.
Yo, but I mean, it's cool to have another potential superstar that might have the same name. That's kind of cool. You and 50 Cent.
Yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely dope. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all communicated yet?
Nah, not yet. I definitely didn't get a tap in with 50 yet, but I know it's gonna be some legendary shit going on though when we finally do though.
Now, Capella Grey, what is that name from? How did you come with that name as an artist?
I speak about another interview too. It's an Italian girl put me on, so it means residents of musical excellence. So it's wherever the fire music be at. So instead of saying we going to like the club or to the concert or to the theater or whatever, they would say we going to the Capella. So that's fire. You know what I'm saying?
So you just thought it was a dope name that matched up with your music skills, and you wanted to put that out.
Wherever the fire music be at.
Now we're gonna play your hit song. Thank you for coming to Summer Jam and popping out with Megan Wright and popping out with who else you pop out with? You popped out with Megan Wright.
Yeah,
and it was A Boogie.
Yeah, A Boogie.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Also, thank you for coming on the Reggae and Soca Tip. Shaggy brought you out. Thanks for supporting the radio station, man. We appreciate you.
Nah, thank you for having me. What? We performed at Summer Jam. That's OD. That's my first time even at Summer Jam.
Wow, really?
What a story, right?
Yeah,
like everyone has a Summer Jam story. You're like, oh, actually, my first time was when I performed.
Twice. You know what I'm saying? That's a real uptown shit. I love it. I'm here for it. So I appreciate y'all even having me up there. Feel me?
Now, I going back to I think it was like June, maybe it was May. Your song started charting on the Apple Music Top 25 for New York City. And I saw it, I posted it. I was like, yo, this dude right here, Capella Grey, I didn't even know who he was. And my man, shout out to my man E Styles, who was like, yo, that's the homie from the BX. And then it just started taking off for you, crazy. How many, how many label situations did you have to decide between when it was all said and done? Because I heard it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a good little plethora. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was definitely a little
Look at him smiling.
He's grinning.
Nah, cause just you know what I'm saying. Just know we just met a lot of good people and a lot of different places. You know what I'm saying. It was definitely a little bit in war situation. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, I feel like we made the right decision. We here.
Now, what label are you signed to now?
I have a good little JV partnership with Capitol Records for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, word. So
how did you sort of figure out your way around the music business? Because just in hearing you talk now, first time speaking to you, you have a certain confidence about all of this. You don't seem like a cat who just completely stumbled into this. Do you have anyone in your life who explained things to you? Do you take any classes? Like, how'd you get up?
You have to understand. I've been failing with this music shit for too long, so I feel like I got the cheat code because we got the chip. I got the chip on my shoulder because I'm a producer and songwriter first. So I was on the behind the scenes, just trying to do things, trying to get people these songs and try to get these placements, and just being behind the scenes for so long. I've just seen like a lot from that tip. I already did the whole not getting credited. I already did the whole sneaking into sessions and, you know what I'm saying, different situations. So now it's like this time around, now that we got the ball, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm dragging it. That's why y'all see my energy as soon as I came in. We came in like a bulldozer. We here now. So, and plus I'm a student for real. Like I really, you know what I'm saying? All I watch is like documentaries and stuff like that. There's no way I could watch somebody failing and fail the same way they fail. That's impossible.
So, and on that, I think it's great. It's a great opportunity for people to even understand the depths of your musicianship too, right? Like I think I saw you early on. You was posting playing in church, maybe. Maybe you play the organ too in church and sing. I don't know
Yeah,
what.
that's the cheat code. That was my last job before all this Gyallis stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was the organist at a church, so I feel like having a church background, like I said before, it's a cheat code. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a church musician. Like I learned mad different instruments and stuff like that just because we kind of had to. You got to feel it. You know what I'm saying? There's 3 organists there. There's nobody on the drums. Somebody got to learn how to play the drums.
You want to shout your church, man? You got to shout your people out. They held you down.
It's weird though. I was playing at 5 churches before this, so it's like a different denominations. But shout out to the Seventh-day Adventist Church though, because that's you know. That's
so you were just out there working at different churches. You were gigging out there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was hustling up the bread. I was doing that and cutting people's hair and stuff like that. I was hustling. I was gonna make it work.
I love that. Wait, are you self-taught?
Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing.
And so your mom, dad, nobody else played instruments?
Nah, I was just, you know what I'm saying? It's just this is all I ever wanted to do. Like music was all I ever really wanted to do. So I didn't really care how I was gonna get in the industry. I just know that.
You know this makes people love you even more. You know that, right?
Word.
Like that, yes. Yeah, absolutely. This is a real regular. Like I play instruments. I was just figuring it out, playing at churches. You know, taught myself how to do the equipment, like a real grind. Like people don't know these stories.
I mean, to be honest, it's important. These days out of New York, like a lot of the stories are kind of the same. Like I get it, hustling, drug dealing. Okay, music was just an avenue. And it's cool when that's the case, that someone found a way to be smart and get out of the hood, whatever they had to do. But when you hear that it's not just a way to make money, but it's someone's calling, it's exciting to hear that. Like, who was there an artist or something that you super admired, or was it just hip hop in general that excited you?
Nah, it was hip hop in general. So first, I grew up on mostly like gospel and country and that type of stuff. I didn't even get to really like grow up on R&B that much because in my household, like, that's what I was in. It was just a lot of just gospel and stuff. So when I finally like discovered hip hop on my own and stuff, and I got to, you know what I'm saying, now I'm getting to appreciate like sampling and stuff, because you know what I'm saying, being a musician ass nigga, we're not really usually too fond on the whole sampling stuff. But once I really started learning just the energy in hip hop and all that, I was like, this is all I really want to do. I gotta find a way to really reintroduce musicianship and stuff like that to my generation, you know what I'm saying, with hip hop and stuff. I'm gonna figure it out. We gonna finagle.
What producers was it? Was it Kanye?
Kanye. There was Jay Dilla. I was going there with it. When I first discovered hip hop, I was like boom bap head at first. And Timbaland and them. I like how unique Timbaland was. Timbaland, he never had a tag or anything. That's what I admired about him.
Nope.
They never had a tag. Even Kanye.
They had sound. They had a certain sound.
So unique. You just knew who it was. As soon as you press play,
correct.
I already know from that groove, that vibe. So I wanted my shit to be just as iconic. So it was a couple of producers that I like for different reasons. So
that's dope, bro. So now I've seen you talking about other records than the hit Gyallis. But I haven't actually heard other records, and I'm sure the label and you guys are like trying to make sure that this single goes as far as it can. But like, at what point do we get more music from you?
Not soon, to be honest. That's what I'm saying. If it was, remember, I'm fairly new here. Let's keep it transparent. You know what I'm saying? I'm fairly new here, so like, if it's up to me, like, all my music is getting dropped as soon as I think of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as we make it in the studio.
No, you gotta have your people. You gotta have your team ready.
So now this is my first time I'm introduced to the whole idea of a rollout and all that, building anticipation. Because I'm telling you, as soon as I made the beat for Gyallis, I recorded on it. As soon as I mixed it, it was over. I dropped it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still getting used to the whole idea of rollouts and stuff. But it's dope though to learn about it though, because now I'm learning how you can really push a single. This is the first. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning here. It's gonna be a good decade.
So what would you say your strength is? Is it the producing? Is it the singing? Because I hear you doing some singing. And I actually, for the audience, this guy's another one. He kind of like T-Pain. They enjoy the auto-tune, but they don't need the auto-tune. I'd love you to talk a little bit about that too, because I've actually heard you sing no auto-tune.
No, I just like the sound of auto-tune. I'm not using auto-tune as a crutch. That's why I feel like I got the cheat code for real, because I'm not really, it's not like I'm relying on auto-tune to sound, but I just really like the sound. So, you know what I'm saying? I was just really just assisting what I'm already doing. So,
but the audience, when they don't know you, they assume like a lot of other artists right now using the auto-tune because they cannot sing.
But I mean, then that leaves room for a little surprise at the shows, then, if anything. But you're not gonna stop using it. I like the sound. You know what I mean?
And so what is your strength? Is it rapping? Is it producing? Is it singing? What do you think is your real strength as an artist?
I'm not sure because I don't want to sound arrogant in saying that all of them are, but like I feel like it's a blessing to get inspired by something and be able to create the beat that's in your head. So, 'cause I'm really good at that shit. But then I'm also writing about everything. Like I write how I talk. I write when I'm mad. I write when I'm happy. I write whenever I feel anything for anything. So like I'm really good at writing now. I feel like with singing, you know what I'm saying? That was just straight God. That's just, you know what I'm saying, talent there. I didn't really have no lessons or anything, but it just naturally is there. So I don't know what the strength is. I just be using everything that I got, I guess.
That's dope. That's real.
I like this guy. I like this Capella Grey character. This guy.
Yeah, it's a good story. I think
This
people
is
are
a
going to
good
be
story,
really
man.
inspired.
Yeah, it's dope that you have a song we all love, but then when you hear there's a real story and appreciation of music behind it, man, that's something to get excited about. For
Well, I'm
music
glad
nerds like us.
everybody's here and fuck with me for the music first, so that everything else is just pleasant surprise, if anything. I feel like that's dope that the music is speaking.
Well, I think for our program, who you are as a human being and your talent on this program is usually where we go. I can't guarantee that's what everybody gonna give a shit about when you go around out here. But I know for us, when we celebrate artists that are from our city, you know, we're trying to figure out the actual talent because we want you to be around. Like we don't, you know, I can speak for myself. I don't speak for Lauren Rosenberg, but and the other DJs on the radio station, but I like to invest in artists that are real artists that care about the craft. They care about making music. They care about representing the city. You know what I'm saying? They care about making great songs. You know what I mean? Because there's so many artists that come along and this is just a throwaway hustle. They want to meet some chicks and get some fast money. You know what I mean? And I think that if we're not careful when that, and not that those artists, I don't want to support them if they make a great record. I do. But if we're not careful and all the artists are that, then what happens to our genre? What happens to, you know what I mean? What happens to the music we love? What happens to culture if everything is disposable? And you have so many artists that come along like, man, I don't give a fuck what's hot, man. I'm just doing what's hot out here. And it's like, I mean,
yeah, that's part of why New York has not been in a great place for a very long time. It's a lot of that, honestly.
I feel like we had this. I feel like we had the spotlight. We just needed a new vibe. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we just needed some music that's gonna get people off the walls, get people. You know what I'm saying? We're not flashing no more in the club. We're not just showing off our watch and stuff like that. I'm trying to make music that's gonna move the people again. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, bring musicianship back into hip hop. I'm just trying to push the culture forward. I want people making documentaries on me and the gang in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So like,
well, here's the thing about New York and New York City. The spotlight is always on. It's New York City.
Right.
It's how, you know what I mean? So you're always going to have the light if you come out of the city. It's a huge media market and the population is so big. So if you could capture the city's heart, you're going to have a huge springboard and you're going to have an advantage over people in other cities. But if you don't have true talent, you're not going to have staying power.
True.
And if you don't hone your skills, and try to improve, you're only going to reach a certain level in the game. Like if you look at the greats, you look at Hove, you look at Beyonce, you look at Mary J. Blige, you look at DMX, you look at the greats. Look at the greats. They lean into their craft and they improve themselves, and they also honor the music. You know what I mean? They try to take care of the people.
Constantly staying a student. You know what I'm saying? Doing what you can to push the culture forward. Trust me, I see the vibe.
Well, look, man, it's a pleasure talking to you today, man. And once again, I want to say thanks for supporting the radio station. It was a pleasure for us to be there for you.
Nah, likewise.
On the way up.
For busting you. Now, Hot 97 was busting Gyallis before any deal. Before, you know what I'm saying? There was no challenge. There was no extra shit. Y'all just kind of just said, yo, this song is fire. I fuck with it. And y'all just helped push it. So I really appreciate y'all doing that before there was before it was even in regular rotation. I sort of mix show DJs showing love.
Yeah.
Everybody was showing love just organically. So I definitely want to express how grateful I am to Hot 97 for helping me push the song in the city.
Yo, man, and keep being dope, bro. Keep being dope. Keep sampling. Keep playing them keys. Keep singing, bro. Keep writing them songs, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all again.
Great meeting you.
Yes, sir, man.
Pleasure,
Capella Grey. Let's get into that hit, Gyallis.
Yes, sir.
BX in the building.